Holy crap! What? That is insane! Anime has some of the most hype moments throughout the series, and most of the time, they're done by the main characters. If done properly, this gives us some of the most hype moments in the series. In this video, we're gonna go over the top 10 strongest main characters in anime. First off, we have Alucard from Hellsing Ultimate. Alucard is the strongest vampire in his series. Like all vampires in fiction, he has the power to fly, suck blood, and so much more. The only thing that he can't do is sparkle, I guess. I don't know. Alucard has superhuman strength, superhuman speed, reflex, and all that good crap. But what's really important is his hemokinesis. This allows Alucard to be able to manipulate the blood. This is a very good ability, but this leads into an even stronger power, his soul absorption. This ability allows him to take the soul of all the enemies that he has defeated and summon them on the battlefield if he needs to. Alucard has a lot more abilities, but if he needs to get serious, he has these releases, which allows him to draw more of his true powers. But without a doubt, Alucard is one of the most powerful main characters in anime. So be careful and do not underestimate this vampire. Number 9 is going to be a controversial pick, but I'm going to go with Lelouch V. Britannia from Code Geass.
What? What the fuck?
I said this before in my previous video, but Lelouch can control anyone once with his Geass. The reason why I put Lelouch over Alucard is because Alucard has all these awesome abilities and crazy ass powers, but Lelouch has two things, Geass and his intelligence, and he was able to bend the world to his knees. I believe that is far more impressive than a super vampire that can do pretty much anything he wants. Number 8 is Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling, and yes, Solo Leveling is getting an anime adaptation, so I think I can add him in this list. If you had a wet dream where you were the most overpowered character in your series, then you are Sung Jin Woo. Like many power fantasy anime, the character was the weakest, and at the end, he became one of the strongest characters in his verse. At the end of the series, Sung Jin Woo had super speed, super strength, and all the super crap, but most importantly, he has shadow extraction. This power allows him to resurrect anyone who has died, and come back with 80% of their full power. With this ability, Sung Jin Woo is able to essentially have a personal army that's around 2 to 5 million shadows under his command. Some of these shadows are so strong that they can solo an entire country's worth of S-rank hunters. And keep in mind, all these shadows are all independent with undying loyalty to Sung Jin Woo, and they can be essentially tethered to other people without them even noticing. He also has Demonic Domain, which increases all of his shadows 50% in a certain area. He's also able to erase people from existence, and he also has the Astralization form, which turns him into a giant shadow knight, which is pretty sick. There are so much more I can talk about Sung Jin Woo and all his powers, but we need to move on, so on to the next one. I put two characters in this spot because I believe they're very relative, and these two are Naruto and Ichigo Kurosaki. Both these characters are proven to be plant busters and able to travel faster than light. Both these characters are super overpowered at the end of their series, and just to give you a very easy example of how overpowered these characters are, Ichigo is so strong that if he was to release his true Zanpakuto, he will disrupt the balance of the human world by standing still and doing absolutely nothing. Naruto became so powerful that he was able to 1v1 one of the strongest characters in the entire series. The reason why I'm rushing through this part is because I made an entire video on Naruto versus Ichigo, so please check that out. The next character we have is Ain's Own Gon from Overlord. This is an isekai trash power fantasy anime, and it is amazing. Our protagonist is pretty much the antagonist to the entire world. His whole concept is that he was teleported from his game to this world, and he's one of the strongest players in the entire game. So essentially, he's a god amongst men. When Ainz was making his character, he focused more towards instant kills and pretty much overpowered death magic. Ainz has a lot more abilities, such as stopping time, summoning the Dark Young, and so much more. In 5th place, we have Rimaru Tempest from the time I got reincarnated as a slime. Rimaru Tempest is a slime, but he's not like any other game slime. This guy is from an isekai, so you know he's overpowered as hell. He started with two main abilities, which he then evolved them into Raphael and Gluttony. Raphael is pretty much a hyper-intelligent AI, and Gluttony is the ability to absorb and take the ability of all the enemies he has defeated and absorbed. At the end of the series, Rimaru got the ability of pretty much a god. Essentially, he could do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, the ability to travel through time and worlds. So so he's pretty much overpowered. I highly recommend you watch this series since the anime is very good, the manga is even better. And coming in at 4th place, we have Saitama from One Punch Man. Saitama has the ability to essentially punch anyone and they pretty much die. In a world full of wacky monsters, espers, space-conquering aliens, hybrid monsters, and so much more, he can beat them all in one punch. Not even a contest. The reason why Saitama is above Ainz and Rimaru is because in the world of One Punch Man, there's no one remotely close to stopping him. Saitama's shortcoming is from the lack of challenge and emotional growth, but in the world of overpowered anime characters, he's pretty much up there. In 3rd place, we have Goku from Dragon Ball Super. If you have watched anime throughout pretty much your entire life, you probably heard about Goku somewhat. But to give you a brief explanation, Goku has the power to fight against gods and able to fight in zero time as well. Super Saiyan God Goku can destroy an entire universe with just punching. That's how overpowered he is. And in the tournament of power, he gets thousands of times stronger and was able to impress all the gods and all the universes. Goku then obtained Master Ultra Instinct, which allows him to react and attack without even thinking. Some count Master Ultra Instinct to be a fusion level multiplier, which can make Goku thousands of times stronger. Number 2 is all conceptual god that are main characters, pretty much. Some good examples are God Madoka from Madoka Magica, I don't know how to say that name, Haruhi from The Melancholy of Haruhi Yagamama. I don't really know how to say that name. I suck at these Japanese pronunciations. This is a broad concept, but these characters that I just said are gods. They can do pretty much whatever godly crap that you can think of. They can do anything. So the question may arise, what is above a god that can do anything? And the answer is very simple. At number 1, we have...
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side! Wait,
That's right, this man can break the 4th wall and has the power of God and anime on his side. You may think I'm joking, but I'm not. This man has the power to break the 4th wall and know that he is far more powerful than all the rest. If all the gods were 4th dimensional, then this man is 5th dimensional. I don't know what 5th dimensional means, but this guy is stronger than that. Alright guys, that's the last of the video. Please like and sub and stay safe. And one more thing, I started Twitch, so please follow, and I usually stream almost every day, so I'm probably going to talk to you guys a lot if you guys tune in to the streams.